Hey, what is going on, guys? Edward here, back with another video. Thank you so much for being here again. Today, I wanted to show you, as part of this smart money concept, how to spot when the markets are going to take liquidity, or this thing called sweep, right? It's basically sweeping the previous high, either from London session or Asian session. There's actually a cool indicator that you can use. You don't have to use it if you already know what time it is, or what time this Asian session starts and closes and all that stuff. If you already know that, it's really not necessarily this indicator. But other than that, like you can actually leave it on the charts just to have an idea, or just to see it clearly, and you don't have to do the math. Like, just go in the hours and see what time it is. Okay, it started here, and then this is the lowest point in Asian, this is the highest point in Asian. So all of that stuff, if you want to have it on the chart right away. Okay, this indicator is actually called Asian range by Nico 948. You can just go on indicators and just look at that. So Asian range, this is basically the indicator right there. You can add it. Now, just so you know, just in this example, this is a trade I took today, and this was a nice 1-to-6 risk to reward. I was not, of course, I cannot say that thanks to the indicator I took this trade. No, because I already understand this. And I was looking for a few things, and I'm going to show you the breakdown on this trade, and then you can try to replicate this on your own. Okay. So first of all, let me actually clean all of this stuff. So let me just start from the top. Okay. When I normally start trading on the day, I like to watch what happened before. Like, before I'm actually starting to, like, I'm jumping on the chart. I'm normally jumping on the charts at around 8 to 7 in the morning in my country, and I just keep an eye, and I look what Asian session and London session did, what happened. Okay. If London session already swept, it already swept the highs or lows from Asian. London session will normally take the liquidity from Asian session before New York session. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes even consolidates. Like, during London session, it can continue consolidating like this. Like, this is Asian session right here, and then London session also opens and just keep consolidating. Then New York session opens up, boom, and it will liquidate everything right there, and it will most likely do something like that. So it will swipe, right? It will sweep all these lows from Asian and London session. It will induce even buyers right here to go up, when in reality the market is going to go down. Right here will also induce sellers to jump in, and the market will now pull back, most likely stopping people out here again, and then will continue dropping. But these type of things, they normally happen, or the markets tend to consolidate during Asian session the most, because there's not enough volume in there. The spreads are really bad, so that's why people don't normally enter during Asian session. So if you want to use this indicator, you want to keep it on the chart, fine. Let's keep it on the chart so you can see what it happened during London session, right? This is Asian. What happened during London session? You see that London session took this highs out, right? So I was seeing that, okay, by the time I was jumping on my chart, I was seeing that, okay, London session already took Asian highs, right? So that's basically a liquidity taken right there, right? Now, also when it dropped, because you see the price pushed up and then it dropped, right? So it took the Asian highs and Asian lows already in there, right? So we had a liquidity sweep to the upside and to the downside, right? So guess what we have left? We have left now, once New York session starts, now New York targets, are above here. You know that the liquidity will happen somewhere there, and also here, right? So look at what happened. The market actually went up, right? By the time New York session started, it was somewhere here. New York session started, and it started pushing up, pushing up. This is New York Stock Exchange. We showed you. 9:30, open right here with this actual candle. The market was already doing this sweep. Market was already taking the liquidity from London highs. Okay, it was doing this sweep. This to me right here, besides that liquidity, that to me is actually a boss, a break of a structure to the downside. The body of the candle did actually close below. So this to me, it's a boss, right? So I would like to look for the sales. I'm scalping right now. I'm on a 5 minute. Not just that, also, if of course, I had cleared that if I go, I was actually on a 1 hour, 15 minute, and I know that the market is on a very strong resistance right there. Look at this big spike right here yesterday, right? And retrace back. This was actually caused by the by Jerome Powell's speech yesterday. This huge push right there. So it closed below, right? So that's telling me this is a very strong resistance right there. So I don't want to ignore it. So I went to the 50 minute, and I'm seeing all of that stuff going on right there. That struggle to break above. And I said to myself, this could be the potential sweep. I'm sure the market will try to go down. I'm seeing a lot of confluences thing here. I'm seeing the market is touching a strong resistance. I'm seeing the New York session is already taking London highs. Okay, that to me is the sweep. Okay, you could consider, some traders could consider actually this as a change of character, but it's a false change of character. The market was trying to induce buyers to jump in, right, to get into this thing, but not noticing that the market needs to take more liquidity, right? What is that? So after sweeping the London highs, it's going to come back down to now sweep the London lows. All right. Now at this point, also needed to cover some imbalances that were left behind, which is right here, right? Like if you see the aggressive move that was caused yesterday by the time Jerome Powell spoke, right here, the actual speech, look at the huge imbalance, right? So market went all directly to the imbalance. It covered the imbalance. And now from here, price is fully balanced. They can go any direction right now. And I would say because now of this big drop, this is now our next, potential supply zone right there. It's very attractive because it's right here on a very strong resistance. So anyways, my entry, I went on a 50 minute and I was looking on a 50 minute at how this candle was actually closing, and I did enter uh, as soon as that candle was actually closing right there. Place my stop a little bit above, and my take profit was actually right here. And I'm gonna show you that I did send this to the actual VIP. Markets were right. The market was right here in this area. So right here, entry, take profit was actually in this area. I knew there was still a high probability the market could still go up, to be honest, because I was seeing the stocks, like everything is on green. And right now, Nasdaq and S&P 500 are flying. US 30 was the one that actually dropped very strong today, and I'm glad we caught it. And so this is basically how you spot, or how you can take and enter with the sweeps. You have to understand that the market needs to take liquidity. Okay, so when I saw the price was inducing, I know I'm still on a resistance. The market could just simply be taking that liquidity out, right? Taking those highs out before actually dropping, and I was aiming the actual London low. That's it. That was my target. I didn't want it to hold it any longer right there. My target was just this London low. That's it, right? Very tight right there. My entry was actually about one to six. It was about 1 to 6 risk to reward on this one. So very, very nice. Let me show you actually in the past how you can also pay attention to this sweep, okay? Because it does happen all the time. Sometimes what we can see is that perhaps it may trend to the downside or to the upside. The market during Asian session is very rare, at least on indices, right? If you're doing this maybe on a pair, I don't know, GBP, JPY, GBP, USD, maybe it's different. But this example that I'm showing you is actually on indices, okay? So we see that this was a consolidation during Asian session, right? The market broke right here, London. It broke. It took those lows out, right? Look at this actual aggressive move right there. Market actually went up to mitigate that order block, nice, and then continued dropping, right? So always, always, all the money that is formed or whoever is actually entering in Asian session, that liquidity will be taken out by London and New York. Okay, always. Downside and to the upside. Then after that, you see the market actually went up and taking the liquidity from there. So let me give you another example here. Just look at this, right? Price consolidates a little bit. Look, before it goes down, look, goes up. It gives you that sweep right there. That's basically a liquidity grab, liquidity taken, sweep, whatever you want to call it. It's basically the same. It's just money. The market is just sweeping people out from all these highs, right? Starting from Asian session. It will sweep them out. Once it has a lot of money now and fuel, now let's go selling. That's going to drop. Drop right there, taking now this lows down. Boom. So it takes more liquidity after that. You know what I mean? Now, in New York, once New York session opens, price will push. Now it's taking London highs, pulling back, and okay, continue pushing. It never took the London lows, by the way. Never took them. The market was very strongly bullish from there, but it did take liquidity at least from the London highs. We go again on the previous day. You see what I mean? Normally, you could have sometimes a trend, right? Market could actually be downtrending or uptrending, depending, right? Not all the time, especially on indices. Markets tend to consolidate a lot more during Asian session. So, um, depends on what's going to happen. Anyways, the market just continued dropping, and New York session was the one actually sweeping those highs, right? Before it dropped again. So, let's go to another day right here. Consolidation. You see, this day was more moving sideways. And again, look at what happened. London opens and it will either take liquidity. You can actually, if you're trading London session, you can actually take this and trade it. Like if you know the market consolidated during Asian session, all you need to do is just maybe use the indicator and wait for the market to try to sweep. And look at what happened. The market actually took the liquidity, right? Pushed up, even created a build up an order block right here, right? Nice order block right there. The price came back, mitigated, and then push. Really nice push. You can aim your target at above those highs from Asian. You know that most likely is going to take it. Most likely. Let's say your entry was right there. Stop there, and you aim up your target above those highs because you know that most likely the market will go and take those highs as well. You know because it was consolidating, and as I mentioned, uh, all the time, Asian session consolidates, creates London session and New York session. They will be taking all day's liquidity above the highs, below the lows. Always, they will be taking that liquidity. So I hope it makes sense, guys. And I hope you understand how I spotted this trade today. Yeah, it was a little risky. It was a little risky, yes. But understanding the facts, the reason why I actually jump in, had a lot of reasons, especially the resistance, the sweep from London highs, taking the risk very tight right there, um, and going for that low on London. So I hope it makes sense. Let me know, guys, if you have still any questions, any doubts. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. If you want to follow me on my Telegram group, I do have a free Telegram group there. You can actually join in. I do post setups every single day in there, analysis as well for you to take. And if you want a little bit more, I have actually a couple of playlists in my YouTube channel for free that you can watch and learn smart money concept. Is still, if you want even a bit more on mastering this thing, you can go check my website, teamprofitsenglish.com. I'm actually offering a bundle. I normally offer really nice offers right there, 35% discount. It's available right now, so just go ahead and check it out. Please subscribe on the channel if you're new. So a lot of content like this will be coming up. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take it easy, guys.